This 1 Degree Outside video is sponsored by the Topsfield Fair, America's oldest fair. You can pre-order your admission, meal, and ride tickets today at topsfieldfair.org and join the fun October 4th through 14th, conveniently located on Route 1, just off of Interstate 95.
Hi, Matt Noyes, 1 Degree Outside, Weather Network, 1degreeoutside.com. Coastal Marine Forecast, something we update every Friday for the weekend to get you through in case you're getting out on the water. We know a lot of you still have the boat in. Water temperatures have come down. We're back into the mid-50s for water temps now at the mid-coast of Maine. We're down to the lower 60s at the eastern-facing waters of Massachusetts, and the south coast has dropped pretty significantly over the past week and a half as well. It's going to be very windy on Saturday morning. Gusts are going to go to 30, 35 knots, believe it or not, in the first part of the day. Then it'll tend to quiet later in the day. So you can see the map at 7 a.m. This is sustained wind. You're going 30 miles an hour sustained at Wilkinson, 18 at Scituate Light, but remember those gusts are 30, 35. And then as we get to the afternoon, the waves come down a little bit. The wind comes down a little bit, but you've got the wind wave action that's already going on, and I'll show you that here in just a couple of moments. Now, Sunday is not as windy. The showers may come into play, but it's not as windy. Don't think fog's much of a problem on Sunday. The rain stays pretty light. The air needs to moisten up. Fog may fill in Sunday night into Monday. Monday's interesting. It is going to be windy in the morning on Monday. That's important to note. Even though you look here, say, that doesn't look that bad. That's Monday afternoon. So the morning, you're gusty. The wind is coming out of the southwest. In the afternoon, it'll tend to die down a little bit as the low pressure comes right overhead. But once this goes by, you're going to whip it back up again and take a look at Tuesday's winds. You're blowing steady at about 20, 25, 30 miles per hour again with higher gusts. So windy times are certainly ahead for us. This will absolutely have an impact on the waves. It's mostly a wind wave on Saturday. Right near shore, you're probably 2 or 3 feet, but you start slipping just slightly offshore, and you very quickly will build to 4 feet with that wind. We get into Sunday, the lighter wind, the lower waves, not as much of a problem, even if the showers are around. Monday, as we crank the wind up, we crank the waves up again. And once they come up Monday, they do not go down quickly on Tuesday. In fact, you're talking about 10, 11-foot seas when you get out into some of our fertile fishing grounds that are south of the Canadian Maritimes. What about closer to home for the weekend? All right, so this is a 6 to 8 foot sea that you see showing up here just south of Nantucket, and that's going to be on Saturday. So that's 6 to 8. This is 4 to 6 that runs in across the islands, and then it's a little bit less when you get up into the bays, harbors, sounds, and inlets, of course, as it always is. We get into Sunday, and the 4 to 6 foot seas are kind of shunted down to the south and east because of that lighter wind. Eastern area is kind of the same thing, okay? This is where you've got your 4 to 6 foot sea, your 6 to 8 foot sea, and then notice your 2 to 4 is tucked in and hugging the coast. That's why I say with the wind on Saturday, as soon as you start slipping offshore, your wave starts going up by Sunday. Most of us are down to about 2 to 4 feet. And out in the Gulf of Maine on Saturday, that wind is blowing so hard, I mean, we may end up with 10 feet to 12 feet in the yellow area, believe it or not. That, again, also comes down getting into Sunday. Just a reminder, if you want to be ready for any kind of weather, you can buy some of our 1 Degree Outside merchandise. We put this together thanks to you. I think it's actually kind of funny, but in a really flattering way that you asked for this. So swag.1degreeoutside.com. You're able to order up there. And also, by the way, if you haven't grabbed the app yet, one of the things I recommend for our marine interests, enter in for the location in Noyes' 1 Degree Outside weather app, any coastal community closest to where you like to take the boat. Then hit the 3 dots next to that location once you save it. Do pinpoint. Once you do that, you can point and zoom that map anywhere and put that pin out over the ocean if you want to the favorite spot that you like to take the boat. Something to consider. That's the way it looks for now. Be safe out there. It's going to be a bumpy weekend. We'll see you with updates at 1degreeoutside.com.